What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to another brand video. Today we'll be talking about the Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Now, this movie, I didn't mind. It was really good. I was kind of shocked to see how, really good it was. It was kind of weird to say, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was kind of odd to say that, but, I don't know, the story was pretty good. I will say there were some moments I felt that were slightly off of, how that got here quickly or how we moved to that quickly and stuff like that. But, right at the beginning of the start, it actually was pretty good. I know a lot of people said the story was slow or where the case may be, but personally for me, I felt like it was actually pretty good. The only thing that made me feel like the story was slightly rushed was when we were going straight into the fights. I just felt like with Piccolo just moving the story forward very fast, quickly, we were just non-stop going everywhere. It's it felt like if it happened in within 20 to 30 minutes at least, or even maybe within an hour or two. I just felt like the story was really pushing forward to that for the timeline of how things happen. But yeah, it seemed a little odd at certain points, but overall it was still pretty good, and I really enjoyed the fights. And I think the one that really caught my attention was with Gohan screaming when Piccolo died. And I've seen this before because of spoilers, because of Toei animation, because no offense, Toei just likes to throw things out afterwards. They're like, well, Japan saw it, yeah, international fans, screw you. You're just gonna know that these guys are a thing now, okay? Cool? We all cool with that? Great. Let's move along. But anyways, like I was saying, when that scene happened, they played the original Super Saiyan 2 in the background when Gohan was exploding, and I thought that was a really cool little what do you call it, to bring back the DBZ era in that moment, because just to hear that in the background when Gohan was screaming to turn to the Beast Gohan, it just felt like, oh my god, this moment is coming back again. This vibe is happening, and I thought it was really cool. They brought that back. There is a lot of, I will say, throwbacks to Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Nothing on GT though, unfortunately. But still, even at the beginning of the movie, where they were saying many people will know this, but here's the story of with Goku and the Red Ribbon Army. And I love how they just threw that in, even though they're saying in the movie or in the franchise of this universe, they're people know from years ago that this happened. But really in general, when the story was talking, it's if the story was saying the fans from years ago would know this story, but we're going to explain it to you just to make sure you're caught up with everybody else who's seen this franchise already. And I loved it for that purpose. So it just felt like they definitely were talking to the older fans, but also too, they were this is for you guys as well, so just hold on and take the ride with us and pretty much enjoy the ride. But yeah, no, it was really cool, really awesome, and I don't know, it was just a good movie. And people say, yes, Piccolo is pretty much the main guy of this movie. He pretty much was. And I will say, my theory was correct. This was Piccolo's plot the whole time. Yes, even though technically the Red Ribbon Army were we want to have a little fight and grab Gohan's daughter. Literally, Piccolo was that's a great idea. We need to make Gohan pissed again. How can we do that? This sounds like a great idea to do that, so let's go for it. Why not? And let's follow on with the Red Ribbon Army. And even the one part where Piccolo is holding Pan up when she's screaming in that was just literally to get him into Ultra, or the unlocked potential of Gohan. And I thought that was really interesting, because I'm just okay, now they're just making on that she's suffering. I'm that's great, I guess, but at the same time, why are we doing this? Seriously, I feel Gohan could have probably just fought the Gamma 1 and 2s, and just unlocked his potential either way, because even in the show he does unlock his potential through the series. So I don't understand why we need him to get more angrier to get his potential out more, because I felt like during the Tournament of Power he was like automatically used to that. Now I will say I get that this takes a few years later and stuff like that, and I get that, 100%. But at the same time, I still feel like he would understand how to like bring that back, even though it's been years since when he first used it and then brought it back during the Tournament of Power. So I feel like he still would be able to bring that out when we're there. I thought he was just starting out with Super Saiyan and then work his way into it, because that would make sense. But apparently they needed to get him pissed off just to get him going. So I was like, okay, that's all right and all, but, there's probably a better way to do this, Piccolo, and not through Pan. Pretend she's hurting. That's a bad idea. I'm sorry. But overall, the show's good. It's really great to watch. And as a fan of Dragon Ball, or just Dragon Ball Z, or whatever you want to call this franchise at this point, it's just a great show. It's a great movie. I would recommend go see it. Even like broke records. It beat Pokemon the first movie after 23 years. Nobody's ever beat it. Now the only thing we need at this point is we need to beat the Avengers at this point to be officially #1 in the box office. If we could do that personally, if that somehow ever happens to that point when I'm still alive and we see this happen, I'll be astounded. Like, I will probably throw a party or something just for that movie. I don't care. Like, it would be astounding to see them, like, break the record, because then, like, for a fact that Dragon Ball is going to be the #1 movie or franchise, I guess you could say, around the world if they ever gone to that point past the Avengers movies. So I think that'd be really intriguing if we ever got there. But like, we broke one big record so far, and it would be really cool to see what happens next. We even passed the movie Beast, if anybody knows about that movie. I was kind of surprised because I was like, okay, I feel like everybody's going to go see the R movie, but apparently the fans definitely beat everybody else who were casual viewers to go see that movie, so I guess props to us personally. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys are watching. Hit that like for more, subscribing new, of course. Let me know down in the comment section below, like, what was your favorite moment? Like, personally for me, yes, my favorite moment was definitely with the whole Beast Gohan, but also I think one of my favorite moments was like when they were underground a bit, and then like Gohan was fighting the Gamma. Oh, and also too, before this video ends, we find out why Gohan is so clumsy. It's because he's blind. It's crazy. I didn't think about this, but like apparently when he's a Super Saiyan, he can see clearly, but when he's not Super Saiyan, he's just a blind dude. Like, who would have thought of that? I didn't think of that at the time, but also maybe it was clumsy in DBZ, because now I think about it, I think he was Ultimate Gohan at that point. So I don't know. It's a little odd. Either that, or he's a really good fighter being blind. I just want to throw that out. So who knows? But anyways, guys, hope you guys are watching and like for more, subscribe new, and I'll see you, of course, in the next videos. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.